Okay, I'll move you once I get this going. Alright, this is what I've been going through. Let's see.
Dear trustees, staff, and guests, I'd like to take this opportunity to address the following comments. First of all, I'd like to address this to Councilman. I'm sorry for the vocal for green mass. I did not do that to hurt you personally. There was a public outcry when people preferred to have a green mass with a new sequence. So as a public servant, I have to listen to the public. I just serve the public, not to hurt you. I respect you for what you have done for the Westminster School District for the past 11 years. You have sacrificed your time and effort to serve the district. However, those remarks that you made after the meeting, they are still in my mind. First of all, you call me a snake. You call me, you are like Margie Rice. And I don't think I'm anything like Margie Rice. You live in my neighborhood. You don't know how powerful I am. I would do anything to put you down.
I liked Margie Rice.
This one is very hard. You sleep with James and Powerheart to cook this up. You did this for King Boy, for WTA, question mark. Then you text me saying I'm a liar. You test my faith, saying that you are going to Mass at church. You call yourself a Catholic. And you said, you think 100 people in this room will help you with your campaign.
It was voting
My
season.
voting was not for my personal interest, period. My voting was not for Kimboy or WTA.
Yes, it
My
was.
voting was not for upcoming campaign running for Westminster School District. My voting again was for the residents, the parents, the students, and for anyone who cares for Westminster School District.
I was the
One
loudest
parent,
elephant in the room
Mr.
yesterday.
Dave Johnson, requested a meeting with me to present his facts and opinion from the public
I held back.
in a very professional manner. During those times, I did not ask him for any favor or anything that would help me with my campaign. I have a business to run, yet I closed my store for an hour to meet with Mr. Dave Johnson because of my duty as a trustee, and he is a parent of a student in Westminster School District whom I never met before. You work all day. You don't have to stop everything to meet parents. I do. I have a business. Anyone can walk in anytime to talk to me. For the trustees, they might have to set up an appointment to meet with them. So sometimes it takes longer to solve a problem for their child or their children. So last year when I ran for trustee of Westminster School District, I ran it with my own principle, with integrity, with experience as a business leader, as an educator, as a family member who believes in family values, as a community activist who cares for this Westminster community for the past
Shame on
45
Janet
years.
Nguyen. She should have
I believe in family values,
to educate themselves on where they came from. Janet Nguyen was doing the same thing. That's where they got it from. Janet Nguyen was setting a bad
teaching
example.
the younger generation to be kind, to learn to give back, to be able to have the best education, to have the freedom to live as a human being, and to believe in faith, as I believe in the faith that guide me to do the right thing. I do things for others with or without a title. I am not someone who is trying to do a political career. I enter this political world to make a difference, while I have the ability to do so. I am not some young woman who is unknown, who is trying to build a life and to make me look great. I sat and wondered for a long time, If it is between two options, let the public take you down as they said they would, or vote for the green map with a different sequence. So I chose to vote the green map rather than let the public take you down. I don't know if you were in my position, would you do the same thing?
Everyone needs to step down
As
in
a
their
trustee,
place.
I thank you for all your help because you gave me before me, for your consideration, and for being my friend.
Trustee Handel.
Okay, so I was going to move on, you know, this is water under the bridge. However, I'm not gonna let that go. I'm not gonna not respond to that. So just so some of you folks who are new, I still see a couple new faces out there, which my public comments welcomed you, welcome new folks running for the board. I think that's absolutely crucial to the district moving forward. That being said, the way the whole map thing transpired, just so you know the whole background on the map, was the initial green map that was put into place with Trustee Wynn and I in the same neighborhood. It gave her the ability to not
Westminster
run
versus Mendez was a whole
when her term was finished, which was in 2020,
setup.
because it gave me the
What about
ability
later?
to run. And so I didn't think that was fair, and I was approached by her, and I was also approached by other board members that that wasn't a fair thing. And so I thought about it, and I said, you know, that's not fair, because there's 5
that no one
trustees,
can
the
afford
public
because they're like,
elects
oh,
them.
well,
It's not a people
it's like
in
a
the
saving your
audience,
parking
it's not a
spot.
teachers'
It's like
union,
putting a
it's the
cone there. You're
public.
not
The
going to
public
use
has
it. No
the
one's
right
using it right
to
now.
vote who they
It was
want
there,
into
but
or
someone
out
put
of
a cone
office.
there to save
So
it.
just based on those
That's exactly
facts,
what
I
it
said
is.
every trustee should
There
have
should
their
be
own
grass.
area, and
It
they
should
should
be
have
well kept.
the
It
date
should
of
be
when
kept
they
like a
were
cemetery.
elected. So her next turn, when her term is finished in 2020, she was not going to be allowed to run until 2022. So I went out on a limb for her and said, let's be fair to all 5 trustees. And we proposed the orange map. And so it's all water under the bridge, but the people who know me the best, you know, my folks in my neighborhood, my husband and my kids, the people who said, Mary, as soon as you shook Renee's hand at 8th grade graduation, weren't you going to be through? Like you were going to quit in July? Because that's what all the folks knew. I was not going to run another term.
Oh, here I am.
And people clearly knew.
Oh. No longer a mom.
I have no desire to be on a board when my children are out of the district. I have
Oh,
children at the
grandmother.
high school level. I have a child in college.
No
And
rights.
so these new folks, the new blood, you need to be the folks up here. So I wasn't even going to run again. So it was all based on principle. But I'm going to go directly to Ms. Kim Bowie, and I'm just surprised that she's not in the front row this evening. I am a strong union supporter. I've been in CTA for 31 years. My husband's in a union.
Dirty.
My dad was in a union.
Dirty.
My grandfather was
dirty.
in a union. My sisters are in a union. So you're not going to meet a more union-strong family.
You're not
But
going
I'm
to
also
meet
for
a
what's
strong
right and
pedophile
what's
family,
true.
a strong
And so Kim
racist.
Bowie sent this to me in the
My
mail.
mom is one.
From one teacher to another, we need your help.
Evans.
And it's all about the school board and if you want to
My
run.
grandpa served
So I want to
in
give
Korea.
WTA some
His
help.
name is
Because he even
Daniel
wrote a little
Evans.
private message to
Daniel
me here.
Morgan
Another
Evans.
little code, Kim. Mary, please help. Thank you for your support.
Oh, shoot.
Stacy, WSB teacher. So let's go over
Okay.
WTA's involvement
He was
in school
killed by
board
Mary.
politics. We can go way back to Helena Rokowski. Now these are names you folks probably don't know, but I've been around a long time. I believe you endorsed her
Frank,
the first go around.
Before
Did
I
not
went to your
endorse her
house,
the
I would
second
always
go
walk
around
around
because when
this
you put
place
30 to
before I went to your
40,000
house.
into a person's campaign, you are buying their vote, Miss Dewey. So then we
That was
move on.
nice.
After her, we had Flossie Marquez, Spanish surname. You endorsed her one
Like,
round.
what are things I
She
could
ran
do?
again.
We can
You
go
didn't
out
endorse
and
her
go play
because they
around,
started
you know?
voting not the way you wanted them to vote. Then we went to Joanne Purcell. Endorsed her one time. She ran again. You didn't endorse her. So do you see a pattern with WTA? When they don't vote the way they want them to vote, they don't endorse them. Let's go to Dave Bridgewater's. You endorsed him the first time.
Let's talk
You
about that
didn't endorse him the
motherfucker.
second time. Let's go to the Hispanic trustee that was on our board for 8 years, Sergio Contreras. You never endorsed him. But yet you have the Hispanic community riled up when your union has always chosen not to endorse them. So it gets a little complicated, doesn't it, Kim? Because a good leader is one who stands on integrity. And that's what I always have. And so for you folks who don't know the background, they've endorsed me 3 times. So I have a pretty good track record. None of those other folks
let's look
going
into
back
her track record,
maybe
please.
25 years.
Please, because I'm tired of this shit.
But the
That was
minute
scary.
I
What I
started
did, what
standing up
I went to
really
these
for the
meetings a
students
lot, like
is when they got really
the district
angry.
meetings before I
And
was
2
a team
things that I
member.
heard some of you new parents speak about,
Before I
because
was
I really
president,
want you to do your research, because I want some
and-
great folks on the board. I heard very loud and clear the BRAVE
Because again, I'm a
program.
victim of
and the
human sex
Chromebooks.
trafficking, so I was trying to do
And
this
just
and
so
that.
you
There's
know,
no help,
I
no
was the one
support,
who
it's silencing
made
my
sure
voice.
that the BRAVE program was implemented here.
Tomorrow is
And Kim
Native
Bowie
American
met with
Animation
us
Indian Day.
to tell us that it was
But I'm gonna
too
eat.
much work
I'm going to
for her
give, the next time I
teachers.
go to the meeting,
That was the BRAVE
October
program,
9th,
and
I'm
I
going to
fought
give
to
them
get that program in there. Let's
recipe
go to
of fried
Chromebooks
bread.
and the I-4 program. Kim Bowie fought against getting those Chromebooks into the lower grades because she
That's
wanted
what I
that
was
money
giving
for
fried
teacher
bread
salaries.
recipe.
No matter how many
full
times
slap
I
to
tried
you.
to
Don't
explain
take
to
that
you, Ms.
disrespect.
Bowie,
Come
that
back
that
for
money
first,
was to
so
go
I
to
don't
our
like this shit.
students for Chromebooks, you still didn't get it. And that's
I
where
don't
the
want
break
to
in
live.
our
I don't want to
relationship
be treated
came.
like this.
But I'm not
I've
going
been
to
getting
stay
treated
quiet,
like this.
Kim. I still
Exactly
have
what they
11
do
months up here. And I wasn't
in
going to
person
run
is
again.
what they're doing
But
online
it is a badge
to
of
me
honor to
and behind
me
my back.
to think that
I
you
don't
were
want
so
my kids were
afraid of
kidnapped.
me running again and winning, that you threatened a fellow board member, that you told them that if they did not vote for the map to oust Mary Mangold, that you would not endorse them in the next election. Not only that, you chastised them for looking on their phone and getting correct factual information. So much to the point that the person had to leave the meeting ill. So I went home that night, Kim, and I could sleep well. I've been up here 12 years. Any single person who's known me for a long time knows that Mary Mangold stands for what she believes is right. For you new folks, many, many times,
When I went in there,
of the teachers union. That was my name, Mary Mangold.
I
puppet
did
of
not
the
like her
teachers
feeling
union.
at all.
And then all of a sudden,
And I'm
the
like
classified folks
triggered.
started
I'm
seeing
triggered
how
in
much I
there.
stood
I'm
up for
triggered in
them.
there. Oh my god.
How
these
much I
fuckers
worked
triggered me.
to save
The same people
Mr.
that put me in the
Kundak's
office
job,
telling me
Kim
that I
Bowie,
had
and
an
his
orgy,
whole
a birthday
department.
orgy at my house.
And so when you send
And
me
these same people are
something
still
like this
working
in the
here. Oh,
mail,
I'm gonna get
is
you.
that
I'm gonna get you.
professional,
Oh,
Kim?
Mr. Flack. Oh, you're
Is that
next.
writing a
Math
personal
teacher.
note to me like that really professional? And you don't think that I'm going to speak
You
about
only
it
had
in public?
kids.
So for all of
to
you
prey on
folks
them.
that are looking for an
Mr. Marshall
endorsement, the unions aren't real
kept
popular
making
right
her,
now.
making
I'm
his
partisan
daughter
kid.
sick.
Kim Bowie knows very well. One of your own teachers is part of the agency to the lawsuit.
Damien
And the
Leroy
unions
Garcia.
know that that's probably
Or
going to
Leroy?
be decided at the
Leroy?
Supreme Court, not
Something?
in the union's favor.
Safe schools to walk.
So I think, Kim, that you're going to be in a world of
Parentary.
hurt if you
Something's
don't
up.
start putting our
Disability.
students first. If you don't stop playing dirty politics, if you don't start getting different ethnic groups riled up against each other, and if you don't get a board going at each other who was working so cohesively just a few short months ago. So at the end of the meeting, Kim, please come take your flyer back. Take me off your mailing list, and please don't write any personal notes like that, because a true leader is one who's honest, who has integrity. And something like that is just a little, small, pitiful leader to me. And I have always put the students first, and I will continue to do that until my term is up in November.
But how do you put the children
Okay.
first if you're silencing the parents' voice?
When,
If you're not letting the parents be advocates for their own children?
Mitch Price's performance was awesome.
Instead, you're
I know it's
silencing
not
them.
hard.
And these
We
advocates
talked
at
about
the
how
city,
to-
like, what are you talking about advocate? I don't know what you're talking about. Advocate for what? Advocate for their pedophile list? Like, protecting them? I don't understand. So, that's what I have. And then I also have, Brock messaged me because I was just fishing. And usually to trigger narcissists, they will what do you call it? respond back, and that's exactly what he did. He responds back. Let me show you what he responds back with. I took a screenshot. I didn't open it yet because it's not important to me. He just wanted to trigger, but this is what my kids are around, okay? My kids are around these fuckers, and it's just disgusting that they work at the schools. Let's see, where is this? Because I have so many accounts now. I gotta keep up with this. I think it's this one. Might be. No. Okay, he says, Brock ST9 says, fuck off, you stupid bitch. Glad you... See? And then there's another one right here. It's a pedophile one. See? These... And kids have phones. So this Brock guy, he does like a horrible, the witch stuff. Witchcraft. He's the one that got Vettel in the room alone. And Geta was like freaking out. The kids need to speak up about this. The kids will not speak up because the grandparent is bribing them. No one, they're going to have problems later on dealing with this. They were groomed. These kids were groomed. Yvonne and Eric were groomed. Isaiah and Noah were groomed in a different way, but they were groomed. The city pretty much, the city raised them, and that's where this is at now. The schools were raising these kids because the kids, the family members were too busy doing sex shit and magic. Gloria Escamilla Cerda, she was doing magic, and it's all gonna go back. It's all gonna see. It's all Lauren just pulled this in. That's fucking crazy. All because of his aunt. His aunt was telling me help him, and I did. I helped him, but his family egged it on. His family was the cause. His family wanted. They were. What do you call it? I always forget that name. But they wanted him to do it. They were buying him drinks. Alright, I think that's it. I'll take a few pictures and then I'm gone. I'm gonna put my clown nose on because I got that. See? Alright, love you boys, and I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym today because I didn't go yesterday and I wanted to. But I'll see you boys in a bit. Love you.